Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Dangerous Beaches in California and Florida. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Do you remember the good old days when you and your friends could go to the beach and have a great day? Do you remember buying some hot dogs or burgers or bringing your own food to the beach with a date? Do you remember playing volleyball at the beach or taking the kids or your girlfriend out on a raft and playing in the water? Do you remember when the worst thing that could ever happen was when a little kid bounced a big inflatable ball off your head at the beach and you both started laughing? I remember in high school when my friends and I would go to the beach to watch or flirt with all the pretty girls, and we'd come back home at the end of the day with a huge sunburn. We were as red as lobsters, but we still had the best time at the beach. People would bring music and enjoy the beach all day and well into the evening. They'd have bonfires on the beach. Well, in some places, that is no longer possible, especially in places like California and Florida. In California, the beaches are now so overrun with gangbangers and drug dealers and thieves and other creeps, all trying to prey on or bully the people at the beach. A while ago, Joe Rogan talked about taking his child to the beach, and he said he couldn't stay there very long. He had to leave because people kept throwing frisbees and balls at them. That's not the beach as we know it now. Now we have creeps trying to be mean to other people at the beach, and Joe Rogan did the right thing. Once he saw that happening, he just got up and he left with his child. I'm sure there are other out-of-the-way beaches out there that you can go to that aren't as full of creeps or violence or predators. A while ago, TMZ did a story on two older grandmotherly types who would just walk up and down the beach and just steal things from people. They got away with it because they looked like grandmothers, and no one could ever imagine that they were hardcore thieves. They just assumed maybe they were nuts or they had Alzheimer's or something. These two grandmotherly thieves saw someone put up a tent. It was about a 10-foot by 10-foot tent, and the owners walked away for a minute, so it was unoccupied. So what did these grandmothers do? They stopped by and they started to dismantle it like it was just another day at the office. They started to tear this thing down and disassemble it. Within a few minutes, the owners came back and started yelling at them to stop, but the two old grandma gangsters started yelling back even louder and harder to try and intimidate the owners. It was so loud and so aggressive that people called the police on them. It turns out that these two old lady gangsters have been ripping people off for years, doing just this sort of thing. Another problem with beaches is that the drug dealers are now constantly walking up and down the beaches trying to sell things to people. You can pretty much get anything you want on the beach these days if it's illegal. Any kind of drug you need. It's amazing. Another growing phenomena is the sheer number of pimps and human traffickers walking up and down the beaches, flirting with girls who are too naive to figure out or know what's really going on. They just think these guys are flirting with them, or they think the guys are cute, so they're engaging with them. But in reality, they're trying to get them off the beach so that they can drug them with a drink and then traffic them. This is really common. The traffickers will use really good-looking young men or women to flirt with beachgoers, to try and get their number, or just to get them off the beach for some alcohol, but really it's alcohol spiked with narcotics. Once the girl passes out, they're done. No one ever sees them again. They'll be trafficked to another city, state, or country, and it is game over. When parents or friends go to file a police report, telling them about what's happened, the police will enter the daughter's picture and name and situation into a database, and then that's it. It's not like in the movies where a dozen cops run out to the cars and take off and go looking for the bad guys. That's not the world today. Chances are that no one will ever see your child again. And within a year or two, they'll be played out and turned out, And they won't look like your daughters anymore. They'll look like old lady meth heads, missing most of their teeth and unrecognizable. Their parents won't even be able to recognize them. That's how bad it is out there. I'll tell you another problem with the beaches. Remember how you used to be able to walk through a beach in your bare feet and just feel that warm sand coming up through your toes? It was a fantastic feeling. It was of the feeling of summer, actually. Well, that's no longer the case anymore. There are now so many used syringes at some beaches that walking barefoot would be a horrifically bad idea. Even walking barefoot into the ocean is a bad idea because there are so many used syringes at the bottom of the water now. Now, I'm going to tell you something really creepy. In the old days, when somebody used to look at you at the beach, it was probably because they thought you were good looking. That's probably not the case anymore. Now, many beaches are full of people who are just clocking one another. Do you know what clocking means? It means they're watching you and looking for weakness or a sign of something they can steal. Clocking means they are targeting you. Or they may be watching and waiting for a moment when they can snatch and kidnap you or one of your children. So, what can you do about all of this? Well, first and foremost, listen to your instincts. If you go to the beach and you get a creepy vibe, then listen to your instincts and walk away, because your instincts are trying to keep you alive. Next, we recommend that you teach your children and your family and all your friends to be professionally paranoid from an early age. This is what security experts call it. It's called professional paranoia for a reason. And it's all about being hyper vigilant at the park, at the school, at the mall, wherever they go, and not just being on the lookout for creepy strangers. Teach your kids to be on the lookout for creepy teachers and other authority figures. If their teachers get creepy or sexual with them, then they should immediately call the police first and then the parents second. They should also then start to videotape the teachers or the strangers who are getting creepy with them. Teach them and everyone you know that it's infinitely better to be professionally paranoid than it is to be a victim. That's the world we live in now, because in many cases the police will be too understaffed to come to your aid quickly to help you. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. Free is the operative word. And in this day and age, it's a very important word. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, goodbye, and remember, be professionally paranoid. Bye-bye.